Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Vrestaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Vrestaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasadhyadi Shadharine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasadhyadi Shadharine Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktarinda Jaya Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Nitai Satchishundara Nitai Satchishundara Nitai Satchishundara Jaya Nitai Satchishundara Jaya Nitai Satchishundara Nitai Satchishundara Nitai Satchishundara Jaya Nitai Satchishundara Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Jai Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ananda Kata Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se go Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Shri Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Muna Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktarinda Ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. All glory to the assembled devotees, all glory to the assembled devotees, all glory to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Vistaya Bhutane, Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namina Namaste, Saraswati Devi Kauravani Pacharine Nivishesha Shunavadi Vastiti Desitari. Jai, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prakash, everything all right? Dandavat Pranam? Are you there, Prakash? Hare Krishna. Okay, where? Amit, what have you been reading this week?
Prabhu, I have not been reading too much, unfortunately.
That means nothing.
No.
Too much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
an
been
understatement.
yeah, but I'm mindful, of the conscious. I try to remember chapters,
Okay,
and phrases, and
that's good.
I think I'm still, attached, with if I have kind of thoughts which are materialistic or
Oh, you have such material thoughts.
no, I'm just saying, we do. Everybody will have, not,
Yes.
all the time, but I'm saying when
Yes.
I have thoughts which are moving away,
From
then
Krishna. Yes.
I say Hare Krishna and I try to bring it back, so
Yes,
that's
good.
it's
Yes,
a good
we
practice.
all have thoughts of material thoughts, materialistic thoughts, non-Krishna conscious thoughts, and so we bring the mind back by Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, of course. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're looking at 7th chapter, text 19. That was our last verse on Saturday. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavam Amprapatyate Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Meaning, and you have heard that verse before, surely, after many births and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, Krishna. Knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is such a great soul is very rare. And now we're going to our today's verse, and Amit, will you give us a little service of reading that Sanskrit?
Yes, Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kamis testia. Kamais.
Tais?
Tiais. Tayir.
Tire? That's a very... Kamais, Tais, Tire?
Kamas, Tais, Tayir. Eta Jnana.
Yes, good.
Jnana.
Jnana.
Jnana. Prapat Yante Nyadrata.
Yes.
Tam Niyamam Astaya.
Yes.
Pratitya Niyata Sarva.
Niyata.
Niyata.
Say again, Niyata.
Niyata.
Swaya.
Savya. So
Yes, excellent. That was a very good Sanskrit. Very good. You took it slowly, which is good. And okay, translation.
Translation. Those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desire surrender unto demigod and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. Purport. Those who are free from all material contamination surrender unto the Supreme Lord and engage in his devotional service, as long as the material contamination is not completely washed off, that are by nature non-devotees. But even those who have material desires and who resort to Supreme Lord are not so much attracted by external nature. Because of approaching the right goal, they soon become free from all material lust. Srimad Bhagavatam, it is recommended that whether one is a pure devotee and is free from all material desires, or is full of material desires, or desire to liberation from material contamination, he should in all cases surrender to Vasudeva and worship him. As stated in the Bhagavatam, Kama sarve kamuva cha Moksha kama uttara di Tivrene bhakti yog jenna yacheta purusam param.
Well, yacheta, that is not an easy word. You got it completely right. Carry on.
Less intelligent people who have lost their spiritual sense take shelter of demigods for immediate fulfillment of material desire. Generally, such people do not go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they are in the lower modes of nature, ignorance and passion, and therefore worship various demigods. Following the rules and regulations of worship, they are satisfied. The worshippers of demigods are motivated by small desires and do not know how to reach the supreme goal. But the devotee of the Supreme Lord is not misguided, because in Vedic literature there are recommendations for worshipping different gods for different purposes. E.g., a diseased man is recommended to worship the sun. Those who are not devoted to the Lord think that for a certain purpose demigods are better than the Supreme Lord. But the Supreme Devotee knows that Supreme Lord Krishna is the master of all. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Ekale Isvara Krishna Ara Sabha
Vidya.
Only the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is master, and all other servants. Therefore, pure devotee never goes to demigods for satisfaction of material need. He depends on the Supreme Lord, and the pure devotee is always satisfied with whatever he gives.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desire surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship, according to their own natures. Omagenati Mirandasya Gananchana Shalakaya Jakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagadamayam Tadati Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakratsadham Zagana Ragunatan Vidam Tam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savathutam Parichana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishakan Vitamscha E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagadapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarupascha Kripa Sindhupya Evacha Paditanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhar Śrīvasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So here, Lord Krishna speaks. So surrender unto the demigods. Demigods means Durga, Mataji, Ganesh, so many others. 33 million demigods, I believe so. There are lots of them. What are demigods? Demigods are elevated living entities who occupying a position. It's like ministers in a government. It's a position. One gets elected in to become minister, and the next moment he becomes diselected. He is not anymore in favor. He leaves the government, or so many things. So demigods are like that. They're highly qualified living entities. They're all devotees. Sometimes I forget, like Lord Indra, he forgot who his master is. When Krishna, the little Lala, Krishna, in a human-like form, very easy to think he's just a mere child. Indra was thinking he's just a mere child. He didn't recognize this boy playing in the forests and sands of Vrindavan. He is my Supreme Master, Lord Vishnu. He forgot. He couldn't recognize. There are not many people who recognized Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. At the time when he was even in Kurukshetra, only a handful of people knew, from Bhishma and the Pandavas, and all others thought he was a powerful prince or any kind of extraordinary powerful personality with a big army. Therefore Duryodhana, when Krishna offered, both of you, Arjuna and Duryodhana, you have approached me for assistance in the battle which is about to happen. But I cannot serve you both, so I make a proposition. If anyone, on one side I give all my armies, all my akshahinis, that's certain, it's like divisions or military divisions. I give them, or on the other hand, you can have me without weapons, without military formations, and I will not even fight. What a proposition. Krishna had powerful armies. So Duryodhana, what do you want? You want me, I will not even fight, without weapons, or you want all my military strength? Duryodhana is a materialistic minded person, not a devotee. What would he choose? He said immediately, I'll take the army. He thought, with armies I can defeat the Pandavas. By the strength of weapons and by the strength of military men, we can defeat the Pandavas. But Arjuna, who has such a close relationship with Krishna, He's my dear friend. Krishna is my friend. Has been my friend for a long, long time. We did all kinds of things together. We were eating together. We were lying on the same bed, eating, and so many wrestling and so many things together. He's my friend. So, shall I take the army? No, I will just take Krishna. I want Krishna to be with me when this battle is being fought. At this point, Arjuna did not understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He just thought of Krishna as his friend. So he chose, okay, I'll take you, Krishna. Krishna says, are you aware, Arjuna, I will not even fight. I can be your charioteer, your chariot driver. And Arjuna said, okay, I'll fight, I'll protect you with my Gandiva bow, and you just steer the chariot wherever I need to go on the battlefield. Because on the battlefield, sometimes attacking there on the left and sometimes going right in the middle or going to the right side, so the chariot has to move with beautiful white horses. So that's the difference of a devotee. He wants the Lord and not some material facilities. That was a battlefield, but that same counts also in this verse. Those who are not intelligent, those who don't understand who Krishna is, they don't understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's a master of everything. He's above everything. So they want immediate fulfillment of the material desires. And therefore they have a tendency of worshipping the demigods. Because demigods generally, they give very quick results. You worship the demigods, you very quickly get results. But only material results, spiritual results, the demigods cannot give. Welcome Vijay, Hare Krishna, how are you? Are you okay, Vijay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
You work today?
Yeah, got back a bit late, so.
That's a stupid question. You're working every day. Everything is all right at work?
Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, can't complain.
Good. We don't want to complain. Devotees don't complain.
No.
There are people that are complaining all day long because they cannot sell. What is a complaint? What is a complaint? People that talking 24 hours. It's just talking like a waterfall. I've personal experience. What is a complaint, sir? So lamenting, oh, had I done this and this in the past, I would be in a better situation today. That may be true or may not be true. But it's irrelevant. The past is past. Nobody can change the past. That has happened. It's gone. What counts is the present. We can change the present by our decisions we take, by our choices we do. Or say thinking of the future. They're making so many plans for the future. If I have this and this and then I will be so happy, and that plans for the future. Constantly dreaming about the future, but that's fruitless, useless. The future hasn't even arisen. So many things can go wrong for all your plan making. The future, that's Srila Prabhupada used to say, don't trust the future. That proverb goes a little bit longer. I forgot. Don't trust the future. Why shall we trust the future? So many promises, so many our own mental speculation. That's mental speculation also. People don't control their minds. They don't know how to control their minds. Devotees know very well how to control the mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. The mind is constantly fixed on Krishna. Constantly. So, if the mind is fixed on Krishna, the mind doesn't speculate. The mind doesn't wander into the future. If I had this and that, and then I will be happy. Then I will be well situated. Then I will be peaceful. If I have just the right environment, the right house, the right friends, the right job, the right facilities, then I will be peaceful. And if I'm peaceful, then I can engage in some spiritual advancement. But that is all useless talk. The future hasn't even arisen. In the past, constantly lamenting. I have done the wrong choices. If I had not done the wrong choices in the past, I would be in a better situation now. That may be true or not, yes, but what's the point? So no future and no past, living in the presence. Doesn't mean we don't absolutely make any intelligent plans for the future. Srila Prabhupada coined a very nice phrase. He said, trust in Krishna. Yes, fully, we trust in Krishna. But when it's about to rain, take an umbrella with you. Very interesting. So it's not blind faith, trusting, it's about to rain, I trust in Krishna, I will not get wet, and then it pours down and you're completely wet. No, not like that. We're using our intelligence. We trust in Krishna. We depend on Krishna fully. But at the same time, we're using our intelligence. We have some material facilities. If it's going to rain, then take the umbrella with you. Simple thing. Still we trust in Krishna, but if it's going to rain, then take umbrella with you. So, those materialistic people, they want quick fulfillment of the material desires, so they're approaching the demigods. They think the demigods can fulfill my material desires better than Krishna. That's the first thing where they go wrong. As if the demigods are more powerful than Krishna. Most people don't recognize, they don't understand who Krishna is. Krishna is a master of the demigods. The demigods are the servants. It's just like in the government. If we don't understand who's the prime minister and we think we're getting some perks and we're getting some behind the back of the prime minister, we're having some favors from a minister without the prime minister's knowledge. That's not going to work out very well. These things do happen, of course. Bribing the minister in so many ways. But if that is found out, the minister loses his job. So Krishna can fulfill all the desires of anyone. So there is no need of approaching the demigods. The demigods can only give limited benefits. The demigods can only give material benefits. The demigods cannot make us immortal. Hiranyakashipu, the big demon, father of Prahlad, he tried. He did big austerities, big time. Until Lord Brahma came and he said, what do you want? You're disturbing everyone. Your austerities are so mighty, they are so strong that the upper planetary systems are heating up. It's becoming unbearably hot. If someone does some really serious austerities, and it's disturbing, very disturbing for the... It creates a heat, first of all, and it creates many problems, even for other living entities. So it created problems for the devas in the higher planetary systems. And They wanted Hiranyakashipu to stop, but he didn't stop. So Brahma came. What do you want? Why do you doing this kind of austerities? Everybody is disturbed. And then Hiranyakashipu said, yes, I want to become immortal. Huh? People like that. They want to become immortal. They don't do austerities nowadays. They want to become immortal. They're buying so many creams and pills and supplements and this and that and diets, and so just to stretch out that life for another 10, 20 years. And when scientists are trying to find out how to become immortal, how to stop the deterioration of the body. What is that gene? What is that? Of course, it's a time factor. You have to stop the time factor. And that is not possible. Krishna says, time, I am time, eternal time. So in this material world, everything is under the time factor. Therefore, everything is deteriorating. Jayanti Bhai, Hare Krishna. In the spiritual world, there is no time factor. Therefore, nothing is decaying. Therefore, everybody has useful bodies. All the living entities, the Nitya Siddha devotees, eternal servants of Krishna, they have useful spiritual bodies that don't deteriorate, that don't decay. In the spiritual world, nothing is decaying. Everything is fresh and new. At every moment, and every moment everything becomes more fresh and more new. Everybody wants something new. Nobody wants second-hand. Okay, get a second-hand car. No, I want a new one. Rituan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, welcome. Are you well?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Sorry, yeah. Sorry for joining late.
Family is going on nicely?
Yes, Prabhuji. Everything is going on well.
Everybody is taken care of and everybody's happy? Yes.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
That's
Everybody
your
is
duty.
happy.
That's your duty, to keep everybody satisfied. Hare Krishna. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, Prabhu. It's hard. Really hard.
I just talked about a person who cannot control their mind. If someone cannot control their mind, they're constantly lamenting and constantly hankering. They're living in the past and lamenting, and they're in anxiety what will happen in the future, instead of living in the presence and depending on the Supreme, beautiful Lord Krishna.
Mm.
So, but that is to control the mind. That needs to be practiced to control the mind. Otherwise the mind will be, there's no peacefulness. Everybody wants to be peaceful. But people generally think, if I had this and this and that and the right circumstance, the right job, the right family, the right surroundings, then I can be peaceful, then I can practice spiritual life. It doesn't work like that. As devotees, if we are Krishna conscious, we can be peaceful in any circumstances. Or like Srila Prabhupada says, a very strong statement. A devotee, he is preaching, distributing, sharing Krishna consciousness wherever. If Krishna wants him to speak about glorifying Krishna in hell, then the devotee doesn't mind. Hell and heaven is the same thing. There's absolutely no difference, because his connection with Krishna is there, so strong, so intimate, so fulfilling, so happy. So wherever you put a devotee, he will, in being connected with Krishna, supremely connected, it's all the same. The devotee is satisfied. As long as he is connected with Krishna, he is satisfied. Of course, if someone is immature, he is not very established in Krishna consciousness, you put him in the wrong situation, his mind will be diverted and his Krishna consciousness will falter, will disappear even. Therefore, at the beginning, we need to keep, particularly at the beginning, we need to keep the right association. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada has created these temples with ashrams. Okay, someone fresh from the material world, stay in the ashram. Stay with devotees. Do the morning program, all throughout the day, and devotional service, and the evening program, and reading and chanting, fully engaged, that the mind cannot wander away and come to all kind of crazy ideas. But once that same devotee gets a little bit mature, then he can control his mind. His mind doesn't wander off. He takes shelter, his mind takes shelter of Krishna at any moment. That is wanted, that we need to achieve, that we're taking shelter of Krishna. If we want to be free from anxiety and free from lamentation, then we have to take shelter of Krishna. So, we just spoke about the verse Return Prabhu is today. Those who are whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. Whose natures? Well, the worshipper's natures. If the worshipper is in the mode of passion, he will worship a demigod in the mode of passion, because the demigods are in particular modes of material nature. Lord Vishnu is in the mode of goodness, Lord Brahma is in the mode of passion, Lord Shiva in the mode of ignorance. Not in the mode, but say presiding over that particular mode. And Lord Brahma has to preside over the material mode of passion. Why? Because how can he create? For any kind of material creation, there is a bit of passion needed. I just passed some building sites today, and the workers say they're quite passionate. They're climbing up the ladder and down and this and get the machine and so many things. If they're not passionate, they will just sit down peacefully on a bench and chant Hare Krishna, and the building work will not progress. So therefore Lord Brahma has to, for creation, he has to have that passionate impulse for creation. And Lord Shiva is in charge of the destruction of the universe. So the demigods are in different, as Srila Prabhupada explains in his Purport, they're in different modes of nature. And those who have the same mode of nature, they will worship that particular demigod according to the rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. So, that was how people in general worship the demigods, because of quick results. But an intelligent person, he knows Krishna can fulfill all, even his material desires. And Krishna did. He fulfilled Dhruva Maharaj's material desires, and even so Dhruva Maharaj, after having had the darshan of Lord Vishnu, he didn't want anything anymore. He was completely satisfied. And Lord Vishnu said, well, you wanted a kingdom greater as your grandfather. Grandfather, Brahma? Is grandfather Ritual Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. So, no, it would be great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
Yeah, because Swambhu Manu's father. Dhruva Maharaj's father was Uttanpad. Uttanpad's father was Swambhu Manu, and his father was Brahmaji.
Oh, you know the whole genealogy. Thank you, well done.
Okay.
So, great-grandfather, he wanted a kingdom like that. And after Lord Vishnu appeared, he said, okay, I will give you a kingdom, Dhruva. I don't want anything anymore, because I got you. Now, so still, Lord Vishnu fulfilled his material desires, and he got the pole star. Dhruva-loka, he got his own planet. Wow. And that planet is not just an ordinary planet who is destroyed at the end of the devastation. This planet is surviving. This planet is the topmost planet. On this planet, the whole universe is hanging just like a chandelier. So everything turns around through a loka. So, meaning, Krishna knows our material desires. Krishna knows our material needs. He may fulfill them, he may not at this moment in time fulfill them, because he knows very well if it's good for us or not. Like a child, he wants to touch the fire. The child doesn't know if it's good for him or not. I want to. But the parents, the father knows, no, don't touch the fire, it's not good for you. Oh, my father is so cruel. He stops me, he prevents me from touching the fire. So we may think like that. Krishna is not helping us. Krishna is not fulfilling my desire. What kind of Krishna is that? He has to fulfill my desires. No, he doesn't have to. And Krishna knows very well if it's beneficial for us or not. If it's not beneficial for us, we will not fulfill our material desires. If it doesn't matter, then he will. So there's a nice verse, and Srila Prabhupada quotes that verse. Akama sarva kama va moksha karma udarati tivrena bhakti yogina yacheta purusham param. So if someone is full of material desires, without any material desires, or he desires liberation, in all three types of different circumstances, still one should approach Krishna, Vishnu. Why? Because without approaching Krishna, there is no auspiciousness. If we are full of material desires, how are we going to get purified? If we don't approach Krishna, if we think, oh, I have too many material desires, I am so fallen here, I possibly could not approach Krishna. Krishna is so pure, I'm so fallen here. Once I'm a little bit less fallen, maybe then I could approach Krishna, but I'm so sinful, I'm so impure, I'm so fallen here, so I could possibly not approach Krishna. That is not a very helpful mentality. Because how are we going to get purified if we don't approach Krishna? It's just like saying, we all know sunshine is healing and we are sick. We say, I cannot go in the sunshine. It's too strong and I cannot bother the sun to shine on me. So I'm staying in my dark room. Now how are we going to get purified? How are we going to get healthy? How are we going to... So we have to. If we're full of material desires, we have to approach Krishna. Even if we approach Krishna, please Krishna, fulfill my material desire. Give me what I think I need to be happy. Fulfill it, please. So we can pray to Krishna. At least we come to Krishna. There are plenty of people that don't come to Krishna for fulfilling their material desires, saying, I don't need Krishna. I can, with my own intelligence, work out how to fulfill my material desires. Even though I do cheat, I do bully, I engage on the black market. There are different ways, half legal, half illegal. I can do that to accumulate money and to fulfill my material desires. I don't need Krishna, I don't need God, I don't need anyone. I'm strong enough. I'm such an intelligent person here. People think like that. And that inflated ego and that pride in their abilities, that will be smashed to pieces in due course of time. In particular, that counts for devotees. Krishna is interested and he likes to see his devotees making spiritual progress. up to the stage of pure devotion, because then Krishna can very wonderfully relate with his bhaktas, with his friends, with his lovers, with his servants. Then it is sweet rice without sand. So Krishna has an interest. He loves us so much. We cannot even imagine how Krishna loves us. So we are approaching Krishna for our material desires. If we have no material desires, we also approach Krishna. We must. Because where we take shelter, that's a problem from the impersonalists. They want to merge in the Brahmajyoti, but they are most likely to fall down from that platform. Why? Because they haven't taken shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. It's just like a space mission. They're shooting a rocket up to Mars or moon or wherever, but they always come back. Why? Because they have not found any shelters there. If they would go to the moon, and then they would be received by all the inhabitants of Chandraloka. And, oh, nice you came. Come on, stay here. We have some quarters for you. We have some wonderful association and food, and everything is ready for you. Here you can enjoy. We have wonderful gardens. We have wonderful damsels. Just stay here and enjoy. We would, okay. Elon Musk has gone to Mars. He's not coming back. Why is not coming back? Not because he got in trouble there and the spaceship is broken down, and no, he's not coming back because he is a guest of honor on Mars, and it's so beautiful there. He doesn't want to come back. Right? The standard on the higher planets of enjoyment, there is no comparison to even the highest of billionaire enjoyment here on Earth. So that's why he's not coming back. So, the Srila Prabhupada writes, generally such people, demigod worshippers, do not go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they are in the lower modes of nature, ignorance and passion, and therefore worship various demigods. And by following certain rules and regulations, they are satisfied. They have small, Srila Prabhupada explains, so they are motivated by small desires. They're very interesting, small desires. Long time ago, I had a discussion with my dear brother and tried to explain. I had taken shelter of Krishna consciousness at the time of Krishna, and he said one must be satisfied in life with the little things in life. Little things in life. What he meant, one has to be satisfied with eating some nice food, going once a year on holiday, and these small things, getting Christmas presents that's coming up. One has to be satisfied with these things. And then it just came out of me. And I said, I'm not satisfied with these things. I never have been satisfied with. I want a big happiness, not this small little petty happiness you're talking about. I want supreme happiness, supreme satisfaction. He couldn't understand it at the time, and he probably cannot understand it even now. But says the devotee's mentality is not satisfied with this little pleasure-giving things in life, satisfying the tongue, the eyes, the ears, the sense of touch. We had enough of that. A whole lifetime we spent in running after the satisfaction of our senses. The eyes for seeing beautiful forms, the sense of touch for touching soft things. The tongue, very strong sense, the strongest of the senses, for constantly tasting, and at the same time for constantly talking. It's like a waterfall, talking all irrelevant things. I have recently listened to some experimental people who are experimenting with music creations. They make nice music from the musical point of view, but all the lyrics are useless. It's all material love stories. So what is attractive of that? It's just a very, very temporary emotions. But as devotees, we can take that same music and glorifying Krishna. That has some different weight. That's eternal. Glorifying Krishna with that same music they're using, where they're just glorifying women or men also. That's all. Love stories of this material world. Endless love stories of every single song, movie, poetry. It's all some love stories in this material world, temporary love stories. And people are exhilarated. Oh yes, that feels good, so romantic, so nice. But there is nothing romantic at the end of the day. We all have to leave our bodies. Nothing is romantic while we're here in this material world, with these material bodies. But if we fix our mind on Krishna, the supreme romantic, and we getting into a relationship with Krishna, we can have a very romantic relationship with Krishna. And this is eternal, and that is ever so satisfying. There's never disappointment there. Our relationship is never disappointment. If we relate into Krishna as a friend, he never disappoints us. That's wonderful. In this material world we may have friends, and then friends falling out. Well-known story. And even if a friendship lasts for the entire life, then the friend or we have to leave our material body and die. Then that friendship is finished by that point. But Krishna is not a friend like this. Krishna goes with us in the next body. Even if the next body is a cat or a dog, Krishna still goes with us. He never leaves us alone. We are never alone. Krishna is always there. And as devotees, as we advance, we may not see that at the beginning. What do you mean Krishna never leaves us? Krishna is always with us. I can only see Krishna when I go to the temple and see the deities in the temple. Then I know Krishna is there. But as soon as I leave the temple, I cannot see Krishna. Why not? Krishna is everywhere. If we are connected in our mind with Krishna, Krishna is always there. And the spiritual master is always there. Srila Prabhupada used to say, I feel the presence of my spiritual master right by my side at any moment. And if we have truly taken shelter of a spiritual master, if we have truly taken shelter of Srila Prabhupada, then we feel Srila Prabhupada's presence right by our side, every minute of the day. If you're not there, then we know that's a goal. We have to get there. We have to feel Krishna and the presence of the spiritual master right by our side, every minute of the day. Then nothing can go wrong. We are led, we are protected, and we will feel that protection. Nothing can happen to us. Krishna is watching over us every minute. That we want to achieve. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Srila Prabhupada writes at the end of his Bhagavad-gītā purport, a pure devotee never goes to demigods for satisfaction of material needs. If, first of all, Krishna knows our material needs, even without us asking him, Krishna is right in our heart. He knows more what is in our hearts than we know. He knows more. And the spiritual master, the pure devotee, also knows. We have spoken many times about how when Srila Prabhupada looks at someone, it's just like an X-ray. And devotees, all various devotees, including myself, have experienced that. Srila Prabhupada doesn't look at us, he looks through us, he looks into us. He sees many, many lifetimes, wasted lifetimes of material, fulfilling our material desires. Many different karmas, many different lifetimes, again and again and again. Srila Prabhupada could see all that, not just our present incarnation, so to speak. X-ray. X-ray goes deep. X-ray is not just, Ritu and Prabhu will know that, it's not just scanning and you can see your skin. No, X-rays goes down to your bones, to your organs. It goes through you. Everything deep inside the body can be seen by X-ray. So the spiritual master has an X-ray vision. How does he get that X-ray vision? He gets it from Krishna. He will know. Krishna will reveal. This and this devotee, he needs a particular type of help to break his material desires. We are so addicted. It's an addiction. Material desires is an addiction. We may not feel like that. We may think, oh, it's very pleasurable. But in due course of time, we'll realize we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Because why? Because we are not satisfied. We're trying to find satisfaction through our senses. And we're trying to enjoy the same thing over and over and over again, and we don't become satisfied. But we cannot give it up, because an addiction, we're addicted to sense gratification. And it's not possible to give it up. The only way to give up our selfish, lusty, material desires is to take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna, I am yours. If someone speaks like that, sincerely, Krishna, from this day I have been very sinful. I have been turning away from you. I have done all kind of abominable things, but I'm at the end of my wits. I have tried it all and I'm not peaceful. I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy. Nothing of that. So Krishna, from today I am yours. Do with me what you like. That is surrender. Or as Srila Prabhupada so wonderfully describes in his Chaladutta poem, Markine Bhagavat, forgot, Dharma. Markine Bhagavata Dharma. You know that ritual? Markine Bhagavata Dharma, Chaladutta prayers.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And it's so beautiful. That is, if we're looking for an example of pure devotion, that's Srila Prabhupada prays. My Lord, I am just like a puppet in your hands. Like a puppeteer. He pulls the strings. The puppet has no independent life, no independence at all. If the puppeteer, he pulls on the strings for the arms, and the arms goes up, the legs goes up, the puppet is walking, the puppet stops walking, the puppet tilts the head, all that. The strings attached to every different limbs of the puppet. So Srila Prabhupada prays, I am just like a puppet in your hands. And we want to be like a puppet in Krishna's hands. That's a perfection. Sometimes we say, oh look, this man, he's a puppet of his wife. Very often. He is handpacked, so say. Yes, that's one type of puppet. If the wife would be a pure devotee, then that would be even beneficial. But if the wife is just full of material desires, then both going down the path of material entanglement, each other. So, but Krishna is not like that. Krishna is completely aloof, not affected by the material modes of nature. So he is transcendental to all these material modes of nature. So if we can beg Krishna, let me be a puppet in your hands. Because you pull the strings, that will be good for me. If my wife pulls the strings or my husband pulls the strings, that is not necessarily good for me, except there are wonderful devotees. So Srila Prabhupada says, I'm just like a puppet in your hands. Srila Prabhupada doesn't even say, I want to be like a puppet in your hands. He's saying, I'm already. I have surrendered to you, Krishna. I'm like a puppet in your hands. That's a factor. I have no independence. And then he says, when he came to New York, so if you have brought me here to dance, obviously, Krishna has brought, and Srila Prabhupada understood it this way, yes, Krishna has brought me here to New York to do something, to dance, according to his tune. Because he follows the instructions of his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. So if you have brought me here, somehow or other, I'm trying to follow the mission, the instructions of my spiritual master. And prior to this, he was sweeping the courtyard of Rupa Goswami's, in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi, sweeping and crying, "Oh Rupa, oh Sanatan, please give me your mercy. I have an impossible mission." Srila Prabhupada has never been out of India. He's hardly out of Vrindavan. Yes, he has been to Allahabad and so on, but never been out of India. And suddenly he gets an order to preach this mission of Lord Chaitanya to the English-speaking people. So how to do that? That's like an impossible mission. He couldn't, how to accomplish that? How shall I do that? And then he figured out, well, I just go. That's the order of my spiritual master, I have to do it. I just go to the West and then see what happens. Will Krishna arrange something? I'm just like a surrendered puppet to Krishna. I follow the order of my spiritual master and preach in English. Writes his Back to Godhead magazine. Go, take a trip to New York. Then he was begging, "Sumati Muraji, please give me a ticket on your Cynthia steamship company. I'm just a poor sadhu, but I have a mission to preach his Krishna consciousness in the Western countries. But I have no money. Arrange for a passage." And by his persistence, eventually she agreed. She gave him a ticket on a freighter, not on a cruise ship, not on Air India, red carpet treatment. No, on a freighter, freight ship to New York. Which, I don't know. I wonder what was on the ship. What was the freight? I don't know. But it had a pure devotee on the ship. There were storms, heart attacks. They celebrated Jamashtami with a crew on Srila Prabhupada's insistence. He cooked the feast, of course. So, I'm like a puppet in your hands. So you brought me here somehow or other. I followed you and my spiritual master, so you're responsible for me. You brought me here to dance, to do something, to dance to your tune, Krishna. And then he says, so make me dance, make me dance, make me dance as you like. That is pure devotion. That is full surrender. Krishna, make me dance, not as I like, as you like. I'm just an instrument. I'm just a puppet. Instrument, same thing, same analogy. I'm an instrument in your hands. Make me do what you want me to do, through me. If Krishna works through us, like Krishna works through Srila Prabhupada, our life will be glorious. And at the end of it, we'll go back home to Godhead. No question. And Krishna is working through us, and everybody knows that. Everybody who is a little bit of enthusiastic of spreading Krishna consciousness, preaching, sharing, whichever term we want to use, and trying to induce others to take up that wonderful process of Krishna consciousness. So Krishna is working through us. If we speak to others about Krishna, and we should, everybody should speak to others suitably, in a suitable way. I also have to think, when I'm speaking about Krishna, in a suitable way. If we get some new people here, I will speak in a different way. Suitable, according to audience, according to others who are there. If we have an assembly of advanced, mature devotees, then we can discuss topics otherwise we don't discuss with just anybody. So, make me dance as you like. That's a beautiful, beautiful prayer. Have you heard that song, Rituan Prabhu? Make me dance, make me dance.
Yes, Prabhuji. This month, basically, last week when we had our monthly Namhatta.
Okay.
So Padmanabh and few other children, they played this song. Padmanabh played this on his keyboard, and there was another girl who also played a violin along with it.
Oh, wow.
So, on this song.
Oh, that's amazing. So it makes its rounds. That's beautiful. And he can do it nicely on keyboard?
Yeah, we can send you the short video of it.
Yes.
Very simply done, but yeah, it was a good endeavor from them. And Amrita Radhe taught them, did some rehearsals. And
wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
I'll send you that.
The melody is a song that doesn't really matter that much, but the words matter a lot.
Yes.
And the words are directly Srila Prabhupada's words from Markina Bhagavata Dharma. Yes, it's beautiful. Okay. A pure devotee never goes to the demigods for satisfaction of his material needs. Not desires, even needs. Needs, we all have needs, we have basic needs. Even the devotee doesn't go for his needs, but Krishna knows. The prime example is Kolavecha Shrita. He was so poor. He hardly could collect something to eat. And Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, first of all, Kolavecha Shrita, that was in Bengal. What is the most common fruit in Bengal? Bananas. I'm right, Rituan?
Oh, yeah.
They use everything. Yeah. They're eating on the leaves, they're taking the banana bark, everything banana. So Kolavecha Shrita, he was where the bananas, you could just go on the side of the road and pick some bananas, hopefully. And he was making a living with selling banana products, cups made of banana leaves and bananas and banana chunk and all of that. So it's just like you're living on the beach and you're selling water, salt water. You imagine that? Living on the beach, there's many people on the beach and you're going around and you're selling some salt water from the ocean. That business will not go very well. Or you're being in the desert and you're selling sand. That will not work also very well. So Kolovecharita, that was his business. And whatever he got, 50% he used for the worship of Mother Ganga. And the rest was for his own maintenance. And then Lord Chaitanya came along regularly, and he tried to bargain with him. Give me half price. And at that point, Kolovecharita, he didn't recognize who Nimai Pandit was. He didn't recognize it was his most worshipable Lord. They had even an argument. He said, if I give you half price, why are you bargaining with me? Well, you know, I'm worshipping the Mother Ganga. And then Lord Chaitanya said, and I'm the father of the Ganga, or the mother of the Ganga. And then Kolovecha, he closed his ears, put his hand over his ears. Oh, you're doing offense, Nimai Pandit. How can you say like that? If an ordinary person says, I am Krishna, or I'm the father of the Ganga, we know very well Krishna is the father of the Ganga. If someone says like that, oh, he's a blasphemer. So Kolovecharita thought of Nimai Pandit. That's the childhood useful name of Lord Chaitanya. Before he was known as Nimai Pandit. Pandit, he was a very learned scholar. He defeated everyone. Everyone. He was so learned in logic and so on. And then at night, people criticized him. Because in the night he was chanting, Hare Krishna, singing. And people saying, oh, look, this poor fellow. It's very strange in this world. If someone is poor and in poverty, people making fun of them. I don't know why people are so cruel. If someone is very, very rich, they worship them. If someone is very, very poor, they're making fun of them. So they were making fun. Look, he is screaming at night because he's hungry. He wasn't screaming. He was just chanting. Maybe he was screaming, but to Krishna. He was singing Krishna Bhajan. Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. So many things. And then sometimes Lord Chaitanya, he forcibly took some bananas. And eventually Kolovecharita, he had no choice. And in due course of time, the Lord revealed himself to Kolovecharita. He showed him, I am indeed the father of the Ganga. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then Kolovecharita, he was just rolling on the ground and crying. And Lord Chaitanya said, I give you a benediction. Whatever you want, you can have. Whatever you want. He was so poor. Normally, someone in that position would say, okay, my Lord, give me some wealth that I can properly conduct my material business. No, he didn't ask for that. He said, if you give me one benediction, that I'm eternally will be your banana supplier and seller, life after life after life. We didn't even ask, I'm going to the spiritual world. He said, let in your earthly pastimes, let me be the banana seller who bargains with you over the price of a few bananas. Because that was so ecstatic. When we would feel ecstatic, we bargaining with Krishna or with Lord Chaitanya about something. Yeah, very nice. And Krishna likes it as well. Krishna likes to bargain and playing games with his devotees also. Of course. So therefore, here Srila Prabhupada says, a pure devotee is satisfied whatever Krishna gives him. If we could just achieve that, we be satisfied whatever Krishna gives us. If it's lots, if it's little, if it's a lot, we're not getting proud, because we know Krishna gives us for the moment. If it's very little, then we're not lamenting. Oh, I'm so poor. Please, Krishna, help me out. No, whatever little Krishna gives us, we are satisfied. And whatever much Krishna gives us, we are also satisfied without becoming proud. Because that's the devotee's position, the pure devotee. Not the mixed devotee. The pure devotee is satisfied with whatever Krishna gives. Okay, any questions or comments? Rituam, let's start with you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, as you mentioned, sorry, Prabhuji, it's all the chaos. Yeah, as you mentioned that Kula Bachasrida's story, the pastimes of Mahaprabhu, they are very blissful, and from these pastimes we also can understand, our goal of life. We can get a glimpse of our goal of life, basically, and these pastimes also gives us inspiration that Krishna, Mahaprabhu, they are so personal, and their devotees. So wonderful pastimes how these devotees were so close to Krishna. So this I sometimes I think that the Supreme Lord is one. He's Jagannath. He's the Lord of the universe. But in Sanatan Dharma, where it's so explicitly and described how personal he is. In other religion, some aspects are given. The supreme omnipotent personality, the controller, the creator. But if we go to if we read the scriptures of our Sanatan Dharma, where the complete aspect of Krishna is given, even like as you last time described about, like there are even in our in Sanatan Dharma there are the three aspects which are Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. But he also mentions explicitly describes about the Bhagavan aspect. He's not the supreme controller. He's not just the supreme controller. He's not just the creator, but he's also a loving master with whom each and every living entity can establish a relationship. Basically, the relationship is always there, always already there, but revive that relationship. It's a sweet relationship. So this is not found in anywhere else, any other scriptures, I would say. Hare Krishna, that was my...
Yes, thank you. Well, actually it is, sir. There is a Christian mystic, and I'm sure in Sufism that might also be there. A Christian mystic in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, he was composing Saint John of the Cross, or Saint John Chrysostomus, he was called, but that may be a Latin term, Chrysostomus. This mystic, he was composing a song in glorification of God, and he that whole poem is in the mood of Madhurya Rasa. Wow, so Madhurya Rasa is even found in some prayers of a Christian mystic. So it is there. It's not mainstream at all. But even Madhurya Rasa is not mainstream in Vaishnava, in general devotee literature. It's hidden away as a jewel of the jewels. So there is some hints in other religions as well of the highest, but generally none. It's just all in reference, and yes, as you said, the creator, the master, and so on. And if we look, I was reading 2 weeks ago, some very brief description of our Sakyara's friendship with Krishna. And even if we cultivate that friendship, And there it said in the description, there is no trace, if it's pure Sakya, there is no trace of any awe and reference. If we look in our heart, we may feel some attraction to, oh, Krishna is my friend. He's my master also. Oh no, the cowherd boys, the Sakas, there is no question of Krishna is my master. It's pure friendship, 100% friendship. He's my equal. How can he be my master? He's not my master. He's my equal. So that is a pure sentiment. And then we can just really see the fortunate position of the Sakas, who have that pure sentiment to Krishna, without any reference to, oh my master. Oh my master, that is Dasya Rasa. So our emotions may be mixed, but in due course of time, with the right guidance, I guess so, and with Krishna and with advancements, and our emotions will also become more and more pure. It's one thing of having mixed emotions, which is wonderful, but there's one thing to have pure emotions in a particular relationship with Krishna. Anyways, this is some very advanced topics. We won't dwell on that, but thank you for your wonderful commentary to Prabhu. Vijay, anything you want to say?
I'm reading the story of King Indra. He fought the demon, the commander of all the demons, Vitrasura, I think it was. But he was a Brahmana. Vitrasura himself was a Brahmana.
Yes.
So when Indra killed him, he was fearful, because killing a Brahmana is
Very sinful.
it can result in a sinful reaction.
Yeah.
So then he fled here and there in fear, thinking how he's going to rid himself of his sin. I think he went to one of the goddesses of fortune, and he meditated for 1,000 years. So he did go to the demigods for some kind of relief. But he must have known that it's best to go to Krishna, because he can control all of this. He has the authority to control fear, and so I'm a bit, King Indra is a very elevated position. So he could have went to instead of going here and there, he could have just sat down and meditated or prayed to Krishna.
Well, Krishna cannot help if a devotee, for instance, Vitrasura was a demon, but if a devotee is offended, we know the story of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni, who Ambarish Maharaj had invited Durvasa Muni, or maybe Durvasa Muni invited himself. It doesn't matter which way around, but Durvasa Muni was taking a bath, and the time for breaking one's fast on Ekadashi had arrived. Once there is breakfast time, if one is strictly following Ekadashi, there is certain astrological time. It's in the calendar, Vaishnava calendar. Usually it's a period of an hour or 2 hours where we break our fast with a little bit of grain. And the fast can also be broken with a little bit of water instead of grain. So Ambarish Maharaj, he had to break his fast. But on the other hand, Durvasa Muni hadn't arrived. And if he eats before the Muni have arrived, that's also an offense. So he was in a really difficult situation here. If I don't break my fast, then that's an offense, that is not proper following the Ekadashi. And if I eat some things, then Durvasa Muni may be offended. So he broke the fast not with grain, he just took a little bit of water. And Durvasa Muni, this yogi said no. So very advanced. He knew immediately what had happened. And he cursed Ambarish Maharaj. He cursed him. You're not respecting me. Oh, Muni, he wants respect. Pratishta. You're not respecting me. You have eaten before me. You have invited me and now you have eaten already. And he tried to say, I just broke my fast. No, still, he cursed him. And then, how does the story go on? Rituan Prabhu?
Prabhuji, Durvasa Muni then, threw a lock of his hair and manifested a fire demon and ordered it to kill Ambarish Muni. And then, can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, it's better now.
Yeah. And then Ambarish Muni just simply folded his hands and just prayed to Krishna, not even to, save his own life. He just, he was just remembering the Supreme Lord. Not even urging him or praying to him to save his life.
Yes.
But Krishna, seeing his devotee in such a situation, had sent his Lord Vishnu sent the Sudarshan Chakra. The Sudarshan Chakra killed the demon and then that fire demon and started chasing Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni was such a great, powerful ascetic and yogi, he could go even to the Vaikuntha. So one by one, he went to Brahmalok. Brahmaji said, I can't do anything. Then went to Shivlok. Shivji said, I can't do anything. You need to go to Lord Vishnu because the chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, belongs to Lord Vishnu. Then he went to Lord Vishnu, Vaikuntha. But Lord Vishnu said that I am totally controlled by my devotee, so I can't do anything. So you have to go back to Ambarish Maharaj. If he forgives you, then only Sudarshan Chakra will leave you. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do.
Yes, that's exactly the point I wanted to make. I was not sure if I mixed up a story. No, I didn't. Yes, so he had to go back, even Lord Vishnu, who is a master of everyone. He said, I cannot help you. You have to go back to Ambarish Maharaj and ask his forgiveness. So that relates in some way to what you have said, Vijay. Does that satisfy your question?
Yeah, I heard that he performed a whole sacrifice to Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayana, and so in that way, he was relieved of his sinful reaction, because he performed I think it was a horse sacrifice, but it was dedicated.
Yeah.
It was dedicated to Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana.
Yes.
And Lord Narayana is able to forgive those type of transgressions.
Yes, there's so many things.
Yeah.
Things. Okay, we're coming to the end of our time. Amit, any question?
Sorry, Prabhu. Yeah. No, Prabhu, no question.
Okay. So we stop here for tonight. You all keep in mind the 20th of December, 2 weeks from now. And let's have a big Kirtan festival. So see you on Saturday, if you can come online. We have some beautiful devotees regularly coming now. With Kirtan, last time Durga, she brought a hang drum. Look it up on Google, hang drum. It was a very sweet Kirtan. Before he brought tablas and a kahoot. It's a box, he's sitting on it and he's drumming on it, and he's a musician. And yes, pop in on Saturday online. We have a nice program. Thank you for being here tonight. All glories to all the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.